Rocky, a great bounce back for you guys in Sunday's game. It started with certainly a bit of a physical tone to that, but you guys haven't had a ton of games like that where it's begun that way, but you responded really well. What did it mean to win a game like that?
I thought we stayed focused. I thought we understood the assignment. We didn't really deviate from it. We were managing to deal with the elevated emotions early on in that game, and it didn't really affect us. And I thought that was a testament to our guys that have been through so much and have been really resilient a lot of times this year. And I think that was a big reason why we were able to manage a situation like that.
You talked about your excitement about bouncing back after that game, but also the need to have some 4-point weekends or even 3-point weekends. How is that something, you head into a weekend, is it, changing a mindset of some type, or what can you do in that regard to try and...
You know what, I was thinking about it last night, and I know we have a lot of hockey games left, but we're almost in a playoff-like situation, and we need to have a playoff mentality. And what's killing us is you look around our conference, and teams are losing games, but everybody's getting points in those weekends, and Sioux Falls 3 out of 4 last night. Tri-City loses, but they get a point. It's we're only 2 wins behind them, but they've got 6 or 7 overtime losses, and that's 5 extra points in the standings. It makes a big difference. So, that's what frustrates me about certain games we played in the last couple weeks. The Saturday night against Sioux Falls, we're right in there, and like I said in the post game, maybe you steal a point. Friday in Muskegon, you lose by a goal. You find a way to at least steal a point. Those points start to mount up as the year goes on. But we've only got 2 overtime losses, which is great. But if you switch a couple of those regulation losses to overtime losses, where our record looks much different.
You and I obviously talk about the playoff picture a lot. Do you talk about that a lot with the guys as well, of saying this is where we're at, this is what we got to keep doing?
Standings are on the wall. The standings are online. Standings are everywhere. They know where we sit, and I'm proud of the fact that we've crawled out of the bottom there, and we're not done competing. We have to have that back against the wall mentality for the rest of the season. But we've put ourselves in position where we have a chance to make the playoffs, and now we have higher aspirations than that. We want to try to climb the standings and see where we can finish at the end of the year.
5 goals for you on Sunday. There was a point in time this year we talked about being a struggle to score. What's been the biggest thing you think that's led to goals pretty much since Thanksgiving?
You know what, we've got a lot more confidence, and you've got some guys that weren't scoring at all. Obviously, you look at Keaton, you look at Blake, even Jack. I mean, Mangs hit a rough patch, but he kind of carried us a little bit early on in the year. But he went quite a long time without scoring a goal, and now he's back to putting some pucks in the net. So, we're getting it from the D a little bit more. We're getting some secondary scoring a little bit more. Max has been involved in popping some big goals for us. So, when you can have scoring up and down your lineup, you have much more success.
Lucas, a weird thing earlier in the season for you in between the pipes was not getting a ton of goal support. Last 2 games, teams combined to score 10 goals. It's not something you can control, but how nice has that been?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. I think, we were all, having a rough go at the beginning of the year. Not just the goal support. I think myself, I needed to be a lot better, and I think I've solidified my game a little bit recently, and I've been feeling good. So, yeah, it's nice.
3-goal first period for the team. I would imagine that's nice, but it's also something as a goaltender you can't let yourself get relaxed.
That's right. You said it perfectly. Like, you kind of just take it one shot at a time after that, and, basically try to shut the door, obviously, and yeah.
Is that something in that first intermission maybe you're kind of telling yourself something extra to keep yourself locked in? Because, yeah, you are up 3-0, but like you said, long game to go.
For sure. I think you just try to play your game the whole game regardless of the score, and, it worked out this weekend.
Tell me about that opportunity you get in between the pipes where you lose a tough one the night before, but I would imagine you're almost more excited after, the team's lost to get in between the pipes, and maybe after a win knowing, okay, I've got a chance to be a big part of us bouncing back.
For sure, yeah. I definitely take tremendous pride in that, and it feels good to beat an opponent after they beat you the night before. It's extra satisfying, so yeah, for sure.
You guys are taking on Omaha this weekend, back at home. It's kind of that time of the year where the crowd's going to be big. How much fun is it taking on them in this building?
It's the best. you always a packed house, like when Omaha's in town. Always high energy, a lot of physicality. Yeah, it's always exciting. It's never a dull moment when Omaha's in town.
You've had a couple of big games against them the last 2 years. Do you have a favorite personal performance against the Lancers, maybe?
Probably just my first game, my first win last year. That was first win in the USHL. That's a big deal. So for me, anyway, yeah, I'd say that one. Wasn't necessarily a spectacular performance. Like I think I only got 21 shots, but it's just first win. It's pretty special.